Okay, I want to go with you guys today and show you a little bit about the bike essentials and starting it from a beginner's perspective. I'm just giving you pretty much the walk around. Kind of a bird's eye view right here, kind of a tight squeeze. Um, it's always good to look over your bike before you start it. You want to check the oil levels, you want to check tire pressure. I don't know if you can see down there, but that's where you check the oil. And those are the tires. You can check them if you have a digital gauge or even an analog gauge. Check to make sure your brake lights work. Easy way to do is to squeeze on each one and make sure they light up. You can also hit the foot peg and do that. When you go to start the bike, get on it. Always hold the brake when you're getting on it, just in case. Okay, you can see you want to get it up there. Then you want to use what the instructors taught you as FINEC, and that's an acronym used to start the motorcycle safely. Okay, the F is for fuel. You want to go down here. Kind of hard to see, but to where your fuel lever is right here, make sure it's on the on position, not on reservoir or reserve rather. Then go to I, which is your ignition. I mean, you stick the key in and you turn it to on. Okay, make sure the N, make sure, this is very important, that your bike is in neutral, so that way you don't jerk off when you go to start it. You know, you just lunge forward and scare yourself half to death. Let's see. E would be your engine cutoff switch. Make sure it's in the off position. That way the bike will actually start. And the C would be to press your choke. And if it's a cold morning, you need to have a high rev for a little while to warm up. Hold the choke and start it. You can even run it for a little while you do that. And then you hit this little button right there. That'll start it, and voila, you have successfully started your motorcycle. And I'll go ahead and continue my lecture on. Make sure your kickstand before you leave is up, and make sure that if anything feels unsafe, you get off the bike safely. If you need to turn it off, turn it off. If you need it running to check it out, go ahead and do so. Make sure that your mirrors are properly adjusted so that you can see behind you. Make sure that your clutch feels okay. Make sure that you have gas. There's a space where you need to stick your key in there to open it as a safety feature, so someone can't open it and siphon your gas. Just make sure everything looks pretty good. Make sure everything feels normal. And before you take off, make sure that you have on all your safety equipment. Make sure you have on your helmet. Make sure you have on your gloves and your jacket. Also, make sure you have on some nice shoes that cover your ankles, and make sure that you have on some preferably leather pants, but no one really wears leather anymore, so make sure that you have some tough material pants, at least jeans, Wranglers or Levi's or something of that nature. Okay. In the next short video, I'm going to talk more about the types of gear that you should wear as far as helmets and what's expected, and what's good to have that might keep you a little more safe than others, because a lot of the drivers out there are pretty careless when they go and ride out there with their half helmets and no jackets on. Also, I want to point out that at no point should you feel like a doofus for wearing too much gear, because it's your life in your own hands and you gotta take that accordingly. As you can see today, I'm having a pretty awesome hair day, so I wanted to refrain from getting on the camera, but um, I'll be with you guys for this whole series, and hopefully you guys will continue to learn things, and my skills as far as getting this message across will become even better, and I won't like such a loser.